If you're planning a summer vacation, you may have already noticed it's going to cost a bit more to get to your destination. Airfares have been climbing, especially for international travel, leaving many travelers searching for ways to save. Jason Wheeler breaks down a simple way that can help you keep more money in your pocket.
Can we just take a trip here down memory lane for just a moment? I want to specifically go back to Japan. I loved everything about it. The temples, the history, the scenery, the sumo wrestlers, the endless noodles. Look at that. And the free roaming deer that bow for treats. Cutest thing ever. But one of my very favorite things about that trip last summer is that it wasn't a trip this summer, because the price tag for that wasn't low in 2025, but I checked and it's flying much higher this summer because of airfares. They have taken off. The kayak tracker shows how much higher they are than last year, domestically and internationally. Big differences. Just since late February of this year, domestic tickets 14% more pricey, international almost 42% more expensive. So what's fueling it? Fuel. The price of wholesale Gulf Coast jet fuel was recently almost 73% more expensive than it was just before the U.S. went to war with Iran at the end of February. Now, this is a very rough idea because lots of factors influence how much airlines actually pay to fill up. But if an airplane makes a trip from here to Europe in about 9 hours, but it burns about 2,900 gallons an hour, and we compare the pre-war jet fuel price to the recent price per gallon, that's an additional $46,000 just to fill up the plane's tank for that one flight. And as someone who just tried to book 4 different potential options for an international getaway this summer, it looks like there's some extra gas money being factored into those fares. It was hard to find a good deal. But I did find some nice markdowns on hotel accommodations that made up for some of the inflated airfares. I saved hundreds of dollars on hotels for a 2-week summer vacation, and all I had to do was double the work. But worth it. When I looked at travel sites on my laptop, I simultaneously checked their companion apps on my phone. Most time the prices were the same, and sometimes it was less expensive to book on the computer. I ran some random tests just to show you some examples here. For the same several-day stay at 2 hotels in Tokyo, the computer prices were $74 and $56 cheaper than the mobile app prices. At a New York hotel, the computer price was $82 less than the app. But more often than not, when there was a difference, the small screen had the smaller price. A Paris hotel stay for several days, the app total $206 less than the computer total. A New York hotel, $37 saved by booking on the app, but it also included free cancellation that the website listing didn't have. And another New York hotel, $162 in total savings and a free airport taxi by booking mobile instead of by computer. Again, all of these are the booking sites versus their companion apps looking at the same hotels on the same days. So shop around and then shop around again. And while you're on either device, follow me at Jason Wheeler TV on Facebook, Threads, and Blue Sky, where we always strive to get right on the vacay.